Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today I want to show you how to make curd. In the West, we usually confuse the term yogurt and curd by thinking they're the same thing. But in fact, yogurt is more of a Western method of making a particular culture of certain bacteria to produce what we know as yogurt. Curd, on the other hand, is a more natural process based on the bacteria available everywhere in the air. So, in India, in order to make ghee, you need to prepare curd first. Unfortunately, there's very few people who know how to make curd. If you ask someone, okay, now I have milk, what do I do to achieve curd or to make curd? They will say, well, you need curd. And you put 1 tablespoon in milk, and then the next day you have curd. Unfortunately, not everyone lives in India and has the availability of curd. So then when we were here in Mexico and having so many cows around, we were, well, troubled that, oh, I don't have curd, now what do I do? Then there's these yogurt starters that you can buy, and it's a little powder thing, but then the yogurt is not curd. So we went into this research, and fortunately we were able to find the answer. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make curd. You basically just need milk, a little bit of milk, a little bit of tamarind, and some thyme, and a little container, and let it sit in there. So let me show you all the details, and I hope you enjoy this video. Hare Krishna. Here we have the milk, 3/4 cup of milk, and I've already heated up the milk to 110 or 115 Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer that you can measure exactly, then it would be body temperature. Then the other ingredient you will need is tamarind. It is better to get the tamarind like this, whole piece with shell and everything. And then you will basically just pour the milk into a jar, small jar, and break the tamarind in half. Something like this, 2 pieces. And then just literally submerge it inside the jar. And then with the lid you just close it, leaving a little opening. Then waiting for around 10 to 14 hours depending on the weather where you're at. We'll let it sit without moving it at all, and better to put it in a place that's always warm. It doesn't get too cold at night if it has to be overnight. After 10 to 14 hours, or maybe a little more, you should see that the milk has become curd. It is important not to stir the mix before, otherwise it won't form. When you take the tamarind out, you should see big chunks of curd attached to it. And this is what we are going to use as a starter for our next batch. The smell should not be putrid, and the taste should not be very sour. In fact, it should be sweet. And it should be a thick consistency, and 1/2 tablespoon per liter of milk should be enough to create more curd. Thank you. Hare Krishna.